What's up, guys? We're back here again. We're going to try to do a little bit of daily sports talk now, maybe change things up a little bit with TikTok changing and a little bit of a transitioning period here for content. But I got some topics we're going to go over. Yeah. What's up, TikTok? Anybody on YouTube? Hi. I'm Chaos Chris. You don't know me already. But yeah, so we'll talk all things Philly sports here doing this. Appreciate the gift there in the TikTok live. So start with Flyers last night, 4-3 win over the Panthers. Big time win. They needed it. They are only a few points out of the wild card, I believe, which, they're towards the bottom, but it's also not an insurmountable goal to reach. They have a lot of stretches where they can play really well, and there's stretches where they look like shit. So I don't know what this team is, really. I don't really have any expectations for them. We shouldn't have any expectations for them. They're the Philadelphia Flyers. So last night, Noah Cates, 2 big-time goals. He seems like he's starting to blossom a little bit. He's got himself 20 points on the season now. He's only 25 years old, 3rd season. And I mean, we'll see what he winds up with if he is a piece here in the future. But other notable points last night, Matvei Michkov got another point. So yeah, Morgan Frost scored a goal. You got his 10th. Cates got 8 and 9, and Hathaway got an unassisted goal for his 5th. They take on the Columbus Blue Jackets tonight at 7:00. So yeah. What's up, everybody in TikTok? If you guys don't mind, go subscribe to my YouTube. TikTok's going away. So YouTube is what I will be on after this whole thing is gone. Moving on, the Philadelphia Phillies announced today that spring training starts on February 11th. I am hyped for that. 1,000%. I am excited for spring training. I want spring training to start. I miss baseball. We may not have had the best ending of the season last year. We may not have really done that much this offseason. But it's time for baseball season again, in my opinion. And we'll see where they go. But, yeah, I mean, pretty much the same lineup as last year for the Phillies. Max Kepler will be inserted there instead of Austin Hayes. So is that anything different? I don't know. So next, Quinyon Mitchell was snubbed of the Rookie of the Year for Pepsi. It was all offensive players that were chosen. So sucks. But, if Jared Verse wasn't in that conversation either, then kind of is what it is. It's probably mostly an offensive award. I haven't even heard of the Pepsi Rookie of the Year before. Yeah, I don't think it's the regular Rookie of the Year that we're talking about here. But, yeah. So Mitchell, not a Rookie of the Year, at least for the Pepsi. We'll see what's the Defensive Rookie of the Year. Next, where are we going? Eagles got the Rams. We figured that out last night. So they're going to play the Rams. They beat the Rams pretty good earlier in the year. Saquon Barkley went off. It's going to be a very, very interesting game. It's not going to run out that way. I mean, they are outside. They're going to be in the elements. It might even snow. So it's going to be another one of those playoff games where it's, why isn't the offense scoring a ton of points and all that stuff? Really, when it gets that cold out, a ton of points aren't really scored at the link that much. So we'll see, wind conditions, all that kind of stuff. That factors in a ton at the link, the way the wind swirls there. I'm excited. I think, they should still be able to beat this Rams team. They didn't really, to me, look overly good last night. There's some mistakes. There's a couple things they got bailed out on. I mean, they scored 27 points still. They're dealing with a lot at home, obviously. So we'll see what happens. And Matt Stafford throwing over the middle worries me a lot with Oren Burke's going to be the linebacker, maybe Trotter. But with Dean out, that's going to suck a little bit. It's really going to suck a little bit. So I'm concerned about that. Another thing I want to talk about. I'm sure you guys have seen all over the place this Eagles fan up in the upper levels screaming at this Packers fan's fiance. Big Dom kicks him out of the stadium. Got kicked out. Banned for life. But there's a little bit more to the story now, as it's been found that this Packers fan is known for trying to egg people on. Not that it excuses what happened, but he wears a body cam on purpose. He full on says how he causes fights at games. So that's a really, really interesting thing. And then he found out he's not a real good guy on Twitter at all. There's some this guy. He's a content creator for the Packers. Not for the Packers, but he's a Packers fan. And that was a whole mess. So yeah, I mean, that's a weird situation for sure. It was like, why was he not standing up for her either? But the way I look at it is like, you can't come as an opposing fan to Philly and expect a pleasant experience. Not that's like a good thing, but like you can't just get up in people's face. And she was flipping the guy off in the video. Yeah, like it's a bad situation there. I wasn't a fan of that, but yeah. What's up, Max? How is it doing? What's up, everybody on TikTok? No, I'm not defending that guy. What he did was still fucked up, but like to try to act like this guy didn't egg it on at all either. That was there's two sides to the story. Oh shit, to the Phillies. The Eagles signed Nicholas Morrow back. Oh no. Well, yeah, Nicholas Morrow is back, baby. That's well, I guess. I mean, I guess you're signing the guy who's somewhat familiar with the defense. He's familiar with the guys in the locker room, to the practice squad. So we'll see if he actually plays. But yeah, that's crazy. So the next thing is how are we going to use Jalen in this game, right? The Rams blitzed a lot, at least from when I was watching. They blitzed a lot. You got to have quick passes, and it can't be deep down the field. You can't be running big time play actions. Run the damn ball, quick passes back and forth. Hit AJ on the seam. Hit on that little slant route. Hit Goddard over the middle. Why do Eagles fans talk trash about my Lions now? Y'all were cool before. Yo, I'm not talking trash about the Lions unless we beat them. This is how I roll, at least. Like, I won't talk trash on a team unless we beat them first. The Lions are a good team. The Lions scare me. Do I think the Eagles could beat the Lions? Yes. But we got to focus on LA first. And this LA team is not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. Yes, they beat the shit out of them once. That doesn't mean anything, though. That was a regular season game, but I expect, I at least hope they do more of the same they did last time. Run the ball with Saquon Barkley. Saquon Barkley, nobody's been able to stop him. And I don't think the Lions don't scare the Rams. I mean, hey, I'm not going over what I see. That's true. I mean, Jaden Daniels has got that devil magic right now too. That could happen. Hey, what's good, Phil? How we doing? Eagles hunting Rams and Lions. I sure hope so. I hope so, but I don't know. I mean, Stafford looked good last night over the middle, like that. The quick passing game is what hurts the Eagles the most when they don't get any pressure. They do pretty well against the deep pass. So I do worry about that. I mean, Stafford was 19 to 27, 2 touchdowns last night, only 209 yards, which seems like he had a lot more than that. Their run game was decent. Their defense was really good last night from the pieces that I saw. They have some guy, what did they have? 9 sacks last night. That's Jalen's going to have to get that ball out quick. Jalen's going to have to get that ball out quick. When the Rams and Eagles first played, the Rams were moving the ball right down the field on their first 2 drives, and then the fumble happened. Well, that's Kyron Williams has got 6 fumbles on the year. So he's known to fumble the football. He's got, and it's going to be a hard game for him for sure if they're in the cold. It's going to be interesting. I mean, the Eagles have gotten a lot of turnovers lately, which has been unlike the first 5 or 6 weeks of the season. They didn't really get that many. And then you look at over the last few months now, they've been really, really good. Niner fan know the Rams pretty well, I'd say. Yeah, I mean, the Rams are good. The Rams are a good team, but I don't know if they're on that level of the Eagles. If the Eagles play their brand of football and play it well, they will beat this Rams team. If they do what they did against the Packers and struggle passing the football like they did, I'm not sure. Struggle that much offensively can't happen right away. Like when they were up 10-0. They got the ball back and they didn't score for a while. It's like, that's when, okay, you're up 10-0, put the game away. If they go up 17-0, that game's over. So I think that's more what they need to do is the Eagles need to just, when they're up like that, just put the game away. I mean, it was 10-0. They didn't score again until the third quarter. They were 10-0 in the first quarter. Didn't score again until the third. If they score again in that second quarter, even get a field goal or a touchdown, that it's a different football game then. Missing the extra points can't happen anymore. They can't happen anymore. Done missing kicks. But I see field goals for this game. Yeah. It's gonna be a close game. I can really see I think it's gonna be a lot lower scoring of game than people think. I think we're looking more of it like a 17-13, 17-14 type game. Which I'm not sure if that plays well into the Eagles or not. I mean, their defense has been really, really, really good. They played really, really well against Jordan Love. But how does that translate against a guy who gets the football out much quicker? And now you're out a full game now without Nakobe Dean. That's going to be tough. He's your signal caller on defense. He's a hell of a football player. Oren Burks isn't great. He's an okay linebacker in the NFL. I think he is a solid level backup, but he is not a starter. He's not a starter. I mean, Nakobe Dean had 6 tackles and 2 tackles for loss in 2 quarters. So I'm not as nervous about this game than the Packers. Really, ain't no way Eagles putting less than 20 points. It's a different game when it's in the cold, like it's going to be. And I think we're looking at potentially snow too. So if it's snowing, I mean, it's not going to be. I think the Rams defense is definitely better. Yeah, I'm looking at PM rain and snow right now. So it's going to be cold. It's going to be cold. We'll see. I actually thought the Packers were a better team than the Rams. But I mean, Jordan Love came out and threw the ball differently. Rain and snow. I've been checking the weather. Yeah. Even if it's not like on the ground sticking, it's still going to be like a sloppy, cold game. I mean, it's going to be tough for guys like Jalen Hurts to hold on to the football. And even Matt Stafford, I mean, he's been in LA quite a few years now. I don't know if he's used to that cold anymore. I don't think that ever leaves you necessarily, but I mean, Matt Stafford went to college in Georgia. I mean, he played in a dome in Detroit. So how much he's played in the dome his whole career, basically. Is he prepared for that cold weather? I don't know. The Eagles should be used to it. They should be practicing outside all week. Rams ain't going to last in the cold, and their defense is going to get bullied by our own line. I sure hope so. 37 degrees on Sunday, not too cold. Yes, but if it's raining and snowing, it feels much colder because you're wet. It may not be cold temperature-wise, but that'll get you. I'm not going to be cocky. No, I don't think there's – again, it's going to be a close football game, and it's going to be one that's going to be squeaked out at the end by either team. So appreciate all you guys on TikTok. If you guys don't mind, go tune into the YouTube at some point before TikTok gets banned. Because I'm not going to have any way to see you guys anymore. It's going to suck when we got less than a week. I'm hoping I'm able to stream on TikTok one last time for that Eagles game. But yeah, it should be an awesome game, and it's going to be a close game, and it's not going to be a blowout like everybody says it's going to be. I think the 6.5 line's a little much. I think it's going to be close to a 3 or 4 point game. But I'm not sure. It's going to be very, very interesting. Commanders Super Bowl. Okay. Oh, I got in the Commanders-Lions game. If the Lions don't win the game, it's because the Commanders' devil magic comes out again. Any word on Dean? He's done. Dean is done for the year. May come back next year, but we'll see. He's got a torn patellar tendon, which isn't great. Not great. Commanders are the best team in the NFL right now. I mean, okay. If you really think that, fine, go ahead. But there's quite a few teams I would put over the Commanders right now. Eagles are the worst in the playoffs right now. All right. We got one of our last trolls here on TikTok. I'm gonna miss that. I'm gonna miss the trolls. The trolls are going bye-bye. Just so like the whole count. Commanders have a chance with Daniels. They do have a chance. They do have a chance. I'm not saying that, but they're also not the best team in the NFL right now. I'd put the Ravens up there as one of the best. I'd put Buffalo up there. I'd put the Chiefs up there still. And I think you got to put the Lions up there too right now, as those four be the best. The Commanders, the game was handed to them. That fumble, all they had to do was run out the clock, and they fumbled the ball, and it was over. I hate your freaking team, but I think the Birds are better than. Yeah. So, Lions scare. Yeah, the Lions scare me too. But we got to get past the Rams first. Let's not be looking at the NFC Championship yet. We have to win the divisional round first. And remember, this is the same ref squad that got him the last time when Jalen got hurt and they threw Chauncey Gardner-Johnson out of the game for taunting. So that was not a good referee game, and that was a mess. So Rams going to beat the Eagles? They might. I think the Eagles, it's going to be close. I think if the Eagles can stop the run and run the football themselves, they will win this football game. They got to put – where do they announce the rest for the game? They did it a couple days ago. It's Sean Smith. It's the same crew that did the Commanders and Eagles in Washington. So that's going to be really fun. But, yeah. Anything else? Sorry, YouTube. I don't got any comments on there right now. But game last night was, I knew it was over pretty quickly. They just had so much pressure on Darnold. And that's what scares me with Jalen Hurts is he holds on the ball a long time. If he's holding on the ball that long, they're going to get sacked a lot. And they're going to have a lot of 3 and outs, which won't be good. They're not putting up 38 points, Alex. They're not putting up 38 points, Alex. I think at most they put up like 28-30. 38's a lot. 38 is a lot. Eagles got to lean on that defense. They have to. They have to. I mean, that defense was so good the other night. What they did to Jordan Love, Jordan Love's still a great quarterback, and they were able to force 3 interceptions on him. 37-20 last time. Yeah, Alex, that was indoors. It was indoors. We are outside in the elements now. It's going to be different. And it's a playoff game. It's going to be close. Saquon for 200 yards. I mean, if he goes off like he did at the end of the game last time, yeah, I mean, I hope it's a Saquon game. But I'm also scared that they're going to try to run Saquon too much into the buzzsaw. Because I think the teams are after that game, they started playing Saquon a lot differently. I mean, it's not that Saquon didn't have a good game last week, but I mean, he had 25 carries for 120 yards. It's one of his worst games, which is still a good game, but like they got to do better than that on offense. Use Gainwell, you can catch out of the backfield too. I don't know with Gainwell. Like he's okay, but it's also like he'll catch the ball and then not break a tackle at all. It's like he's either good or bad. I'll be down with Bills Eagles. I think a Ravens Eagles Super Bowl would be fun for me. A Bills Eagles Super Bowl would be fun. I don't really want the rematch of the Commanders. Or not Commanders. Chiefs. Not in that. I don't think Houston's good enough to get there. Maybe they are, but I don't think so. But we also got 2 more games to win to even get there. So, yeah. How can we beat the Lions? Keep playing our football. Running the football the way we can and playing defense the way we can beat the Lions. Will it be close? Yes. Do I think they're going to beat them? No. But they can beat them. Only reason the Rams won is because of the playoff Vikings. They won because they sacked the guy 9 times. Higbee's going to play. Yeah, he's going to scare me a little bit. Y'all should have killed Green Bay. Yeah, they should have. They should have. They should have put that game away a lot earlier than they did. Do you think the Eagles got lucky that Packers offense couldn't get anything going? No, I don't think that's luck. I think that's the Eagles defense being really good. They played really, really well defensively. They didn't miss too many tackles. They made incompletions happen. I'm not even worried about Detroit yet. I mean, we gotta beat the Rams first, man. We gotta beat the Rams first. Y'all play like that next week, it's over. Not necessarily. If they play like that defensively, they're going to win. They play like that defensively, they're going to win. I mean, understand Hurts through 4 passes all month. Yeah, but it's when it gets cold like that, man, it's just not. I don't want to say that Jalen Hurts isn't a cold weather quarterback, but I haven't seen him play too well in the cold too much. If he doesn't turn over the football, we're good. But oh man, Preston's got a brother. That's scary. All right. Thank you guys, everybody at YouTube. Appreciate you guys tuning in today. Smash that like button if you don't mind. Going to try to make it a daily thing on YouTube with TikTok going down. It's good. A little bit different content style. I can't really do the shorts too much on YouTube like I can on TikTok. So we're going to miss that. But thank you guys on YouTube. Chaos Chris. Peace now. We'll stay live a little bit on TikTok.